Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard here to give a commentary opinion. I need to know what you think about YouTube being rigged. And when I say rigged, meaning do they favor other YouTubers over other YouTubers? And probably in the scheme of things, yes, they probably do. But I witnessed it firsthand, I think. I want to pitch it to you. I want to see what you think. Now, I love every subscriber that I have, and I just broke 600. And even though I've been on YouTube since the beginning, I kind of neglected my channel for the last couple of years, but now I'm back full force, giving it 1000% my attention, updating and doing all this original content, and I'm just having a ball with it. I really am. So I fight for every subscriber and every viewing. I mean, every, look at my channel and every video that gets a look, I appreciate it, and I just want to do the best I can. But we all want to have more subscribers. We want to have more views. So I work really hard at it. So, and I know that there's competition on YouTube is crazy, especially, I'm just going to talk about film reviews, okay? From kids who put up a movie poster behind them to, guys like powerhouses like, Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Johns and the Schmoes and all these people. So know your competition. It's very important to know that. So now, I'm not trying to say they're not professional film critics, okay? I respect them. I value their opinion, and they're a new breed of film critic. But when I say professional, I mean journalists. I went to college and I got my journalism degree, I got my film degree, I got my, a master's in communications. I've done the daily newspapers, weekly newspapers, radio shows, television shows. I'm old school. So they're the next generation, and I totally respect them. They're a film critic in every sense of the way. But since I don't really pay for movies and I do it through a journalistic outlet, I'm pretty sure some of these other bigwigs on YouTube too. To YouTube also. So like Jeremy Johns, I'm sure, and definitely Chris Stuckman. So what I'm getting at, I'm going to use an example that happened last week, the Bye Bye Man. Now, I get, invites from the studio, where the movie's going to be and, what time and all that kind of stuff. But, there's an embargo on our reviews. There really is. And with YouTube, it's all about being first because you want those views. You want, to be out there with, it's just like news. You want to break a story that no one else has, or you got a scoop and you want to have, an exclusive for the time being. So it happens with the film reviews. Okay. So we are not allowed, when I'm saying we, I'm talking about, professional journalists or film critics. We're not allowed to post reviews until they say it's allowed to. And people are like, wait a minute, can't you just do what you want? Well, sure. Okay. Then you're not going to be invited to the screenings anymore. Then you're not going to be access to interviews and promotions and publicity and all the things that are lifeblood. So if I want to be stubborn and go, well, I want to publish my, I want to do what they do on YouTube, that's not an excuse. But I know that, for example, Stuckman and Jeremy Johns, and I'm not singling them out, I'm just using them as the biggest YouTube reviewers right now because my story involves them. But it's nothing them personally. It's something that YouTube, I think, did, not them. So anyway, back to this. Here's my invite for the Bye Bye Man. And highlighted here in yellow, you probably can't read it, I'll read it to you. It says, while we welcome your reactions and comments via social media after the screening, please note that the embargo, big letters, underline capital, on any formal reviews will hold until Thursday, January 12th at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So what they're saying is, no one can post the review until 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time online or on social media of any kind, Facebook, whatever. So as you know, on YouTube, you can schedule a review. So I did my review of Bye Bye Man, and I scheduled it for exactly 6 a.m. on January 12th, like I was supposed to. So for some strange reason, I was up at that time. So I was up at maybe 6:05 a.m. and I thought, oh, let's take a look and see, what's going on with the Bye Bye Man. Because usually horror films, thrillers do really well on my channel. They do really well on YouTube because, the age demographic, everyone's looking for that film or that review. And we're January and this is when all those movies come out. So I get on there and of course I Google Bye Bye Man movie review. There's Jeremy Johns, of course, and then there's Chris Stuckman. And then that's it for film reviews, for movie reviews. The rest of them are all reviews of the trailer that had been up there for a couple months. And I'm like, well, that's strange. You get to the bottom of the feed, there I am. Now, Johns and Stuckman have 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. They're raking in the views. At the bottom of mine, it says 0. So I thought, well, first of all, why am I not underneath those guys? Why are they putting all these movie trailer reviews before me? That doesn't make any sense when you specifically type in that. So I didn't understand that at all. So then I kept refreshing it and I kept refreshing it. And it kept repeating, they were getting thousands and thousands of views. And I thought, well, wait a minute, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why in the world am I not getting any kind of, views? It doesn't, there's only 3 of us, right? Nobody else had movie reviews on there for the film. Nobody had it. So I stayed there for like an hour and I kept refreshing like every 5 minutes. And those guys were just going crazy, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. And mine kept saying 0. So I went to my channel. And it didn't. I had views on my channel. So I'm like, wait a minute, why is it saying 0? Why is it putting me at the bottom? It makes no sense to me. So maybe, thinking about this, it might be something that's totally a computer doing it, or analytics, or whatever you want to call it. And they're saying, look, you're positioned that way because, the amount of views you get and this and that, and it puts you in that position. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. If there's only 3 of us, I should be number 3. Now, my other theory is, of course, Jeremy Jahns and Chris Stuckman have, Stuckman has, millions of views, hundreds of millions of views, and so does Jeremy Jahns, who's got well over 1 million subscribers, and Chris Stuckman's on his way to getting that. So it's YouTube's interest to promote them to get those views because of the revenue sharing, because of the advertisers. They want to go where the viewers are. I totally understand that. But I'm just like, if there's only 3 movie reviews at that morning and playing by the rules, because obviously they got the same notice about the embargo because they all posted exactly at 6 a.m. So that's great. I like that. But then what was YouTube doing? How come I didn't get the benefit of being up there at 6 a.m. along with those 2 guys and get some sort of, give me some scraps from the table, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want my fair share. I sound like Charlie Brown, right? So I just don't understand what was going on. So that really kind of irritated me because I thought, why in the world am I not getting a level playing field like everybody else? So anyway, what do you think? Leave me a comment below and tell me if I should just shut up and just kind of plug along, or yeah, it is rigged, Jeff, get over it. Like I said, I want another disclaimer here. I have nothing against Jeremy Jahns and nothing against Chris Stuckman. I watch their shit all the time. I swore, I didn't mean to. But they are absolutely, they have nothing. They're just doing the best they can and they're doing a great job. Okay, it's just YouTube. What am I doing wrong? Drives me crazy. All right, for more reviews and interviews, surf on over my website, VegasFilmCritic.com. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you like what you see here, please subscribe, thumbs up, and share. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.